2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
All right, let's do the mic.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Good morning. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Monday, June 5th, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 62 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors. Hold on. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. That's my new favorite special effect. I got to make sure I do that every time I say our motto. Make sure to like and follow if you are watching on Facebook, and like and subscribe on YouTube. Shout out to my partners broadcasting the morning announcements, including Bloom Bars, Story Tapestries, and Sankofa Video and Books. Go to the link in the description to find out more about all those organizations and anything else you hear me talk about during this program. We're going to start the day like we do every day, and that's with a libation. Today's libation is for Freda Joséphine Baker. Joséphine Baker, June 3rd, 1906 to April 12th, 1975. An American-born French dancer, singer, and actress, she was the first Black woman to star in a major motion picture, the 1927 silent film The Siren of the Tropics. Born in St. Louis, Missouri, she renounced her U.S. citizenship and became a French national after her marriage to French industrialist Jean Lion in 1937. She aided the French resistance during World War II. After the war, she was awarded the Resistance Medal, the Croix de Guerre, and was named a Chevalier of the Legion of Honor by the General Charles de Gaulle. Baker refused to perform for segregated audiences in the United States and is noted for her contributions to the civil rights movement. Let's read this quote from Joséphine Baker. "I wasn't really naked. I simply didn't have any clothes on." Joséphine Baker. I absolutely love this quote. Let me read this again. "I wasn't really naked. I simply didn't have any clothes on." There's so much more to Joséphine Baker than the hips she swung and the skin she flashed. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that too. The layers of her personality and story, however, can't be understood in the grainy film footage and black and white photos. She was the epitome of bravery and cunning, both in front of the crowd and behind enemy lines. Her contributions in World War II and her support for the civil rights movement laid bare what a beautiful soul she had. I encourage you to learn more about Miss Baker than the banana dance. She wasn't really naked. She guarded close secrets and had a fierce personality. Let's pour a libation for the one and only Joséphine Baker. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for one Miss Joséphine Baker. All right, friends, I've been doing this for about 9 months now. I'm still getting used to exactly what I want the morning announcements to be, but I am so glad and thankful and blessed that I was tasked the idea of just familiarizing myself with all these famous people from the African American past, both internationally famous and just famous in my community. And so I really appreciate this. Hopefully I want to develop, I have more ideas for the show that is going to get better and better as we do this, but this is definitely one of those build it and they will come type of situations. Flying the plane while I'm building it. And so I really appreciate that. One of the new things that I'm doing is finding video clips of the people that I'm highlighting. And I found a really interesting interview with Joséphine Baker on a Norwegian television show. It was a very relaxed conversation. And the next part of the conversation, she actually performed some pieces. She's 63 or 64 years old, I believe, in this video. So this is well past her, black and white film days, going into it's probably about to be color in a moment. But just listening to these next 3 minutes, 4 minutes I'm about to play for you with Joséphine Baker gives you so much insight into who she was. I want to play that for you right now. Friends, here is Joséphine Baker.
Tell me. Something about you, you see. I was down there at the Maulisk, saw you last night, and I watched some of the people watching you. I looked at you too, of course, Joséphine.
Oh, that's all right.
But I looked at some of the others. Their reaction to you. I think something about you, not about us. You do something. You make people happy. That's been your business all your life, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't been a business to me. I've never tried to make a business of making people happy. I've always tried to touch the sensibility of each human being. And I've always tried to find their good point. Because I believe that every human being on this earth has something good in them. We have to sometimes struggle against situations and problems, and everyday problems and life problems and world problems sometimes too, and it makes us a little, as we say in French, grincheux, a little disagreeable, but even so, it's a sort of a defense. And I think that human beings in general, if they have the opportunity or the possibility, they can be extremely good. And that's why I believe too that sometimes people who have been so in love are hurt profoundly. The reaction can be violent because they both go together. And sometimes people can hate. Of course, I don't hope that anybody should hate, but it can happen to anybody, any human being. Oh, here we are talking about getting into world problems now, Eric, because it's that.
When you were here last, you had a little boy with you. I think he was from Finland.
Yes.
Little boy.
You're talking about you want to see his picture? Oh, he is a sweetheart. He's a great big boy now.
Must be.
Yes, you're talking about Jari. Jari. So as the Finnish call him. He's a big, big boy, and I'm so proud of him as I am of his other brothers and sisters. But you see, Jari is a hard worker. He wants to succeed. He is doing all his lessons in school are wonderful. He is now having his baccalaureate in French and in Spanish in the same time. Now, I must say that that's rare because it's hard to be able, even nowadays, for young people to get their baccalaureate. So just imagine in one language. Here's Jari, the little boy, the little bundle that I took away from here some 17 years ago. Look at him now. Isn't he a beautiful boy? And he's so sweet. He says, Mama, I must say one thing. I want to grow up and help you because you're working too hard. Isn't it sweet?
Now all these other children of yours.
Here they are. Oh, they're all there.
They're all big children.
Big boys. I have 19 years old. Look at this. These went to England last year for the language. Here are some of my boys. Their eldest one. The one from Korea. This one is from Venezuela, the Indian. And here's from Colombia. And there's a lot of them all together. But they were smaller 3 years ago. My little girl is here. And her sister, Marianne and Stelina. Here are the 4 boys together in England last year with the
How many?
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
Give me a chance to be a gentleman.
But you are a gentleman. You're a gentleman, my dear, without even having to show it. No, it's only natural with you. Aren't they sweet?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, this is this 19-year-old one. He's from Korea. Akio. He loves animals too. If he was here, he would love this dog. All of the children love animals. That's one good point of it. I think the people that are near animals, well, that makes them come near nature. And after all, nature, animals, and children sort of blend together.
Wow. That was an interview with one Miss Joséphine Baker. I hope it piqued your curiosity because you learned a lot from this woman. I gave you a paragraph of a biography. You got a chance as she introduced you to her adopted children. She lived an extraordinary life, and I am so thankful that I've taken a moment to figure out a little bit more about her, and I'm about to go learn some more about Joséphine Baker. So thank y'all very much for paying attention to that. I appreciate it. Let's keep this moving. I want to let you know what I got on today. Hold on. Boom. You see it? You see under the 3 stars, I have my Watermelon Day t-shirt. This is my official Watermelon Day t-shirt that I got from James and Zudeka Terrell. Let me give you a better shot of it. We are selling this t-shirt to support Watermelon Day. I definitely want your and need your support for this. Get your Watermelon Day t-shirt designed by Zuzeka and James Terrell. For 15 years, we have been celebrating Watermelon Day in Northwest Washington, D.C. First at Bloom Bars on 11th Street, and for the past decade at Sankofa Video and Books on Georgia Avenue. This is our annual celebration of summertime's favorite fruit, as well as everything red, black, and green. We've always given away as much free-seeded watermelon as the audience can eat and provided performances from professional teaching artists. Everyone who performs and presents at Watermelon Day is compensated. You can plant a seed into these amazing teaching artists by buying the 2023 Watermelon Day t-shirt. You might want to buy this shirt and just wear it once to Watermelon Day, then store it in a safe space somewhere. James and Zudeka are on a roll as visual artists. You're going to want to tell people someday you knew them way back when in 2023. Once again, I'm wearing my black one. I also have a white one. Definitely go check out the Watermelon Day t-shirts. Link is in the description. I appreciate that. All right, let me end with some loving right now. I want to play for y'all loving. Do I have Loving Life? Do I have that on here? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let me play Ujamaa instead. Ujamaa. Friends, let's get hyped up. This next track you're about to hear is called Ujamaa. Bomani Armah. Ujamaa, the Watermelon Man. Ujamaa. Karibu, nice to see you. Welcome to Ujamaa. Let me give you a preview. We incubate and percolate a black market with a black dollar circulates. Black dollars, blue or white collars, investing or barter. We added more commas, black shoppers, putting money in black coffers. Ujamaa. Ujamaa, yeah, we're open for business. So work out, not physical, but fiscal fitness. We don't ask oppressors for loan forgiveness. We depend on each other to increase our riches. A real black market where we put money in a real black pocket, where black business owners hit all their targets looking for black power. Ujamaa is a socket. Power of Black Wall Street. We must fill in the gap so black business competes. Provide place to sleep and food to eat. Go from red to black in your account and sheet. We're not far from making black cars. But John Henry Clark said the real black star is buying underwear from one of ours. Let's make boxes and bras for that real Ujamaa. It's the way that we got to live. Ujamaa economic cooperative. It's the way that we got to live. Ujamaa economic cooperative. It's the way that we got to live. We gave this country all that we got to give. Look at our net worth, something that's got to give. Black business, don't get disheartened. Keep that spirit, make sure to guard it. Through the fees and charges, those slim margins. While people looking for bargains. I see who you are. We out here raising the bar. We are what makes our people go far. Ujamaa. Yeah, that was Ujamaa by yours truly. You can find more about that project called The Big Slice by going to the link in the description. Friends, that is basically my program for today. You know how I like to end. I'm about to play for you the Black National Anthem by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. Here we go. Friends, that was Lift Every Voice and Sing, aka the Black National Anthem by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. That is our program for today. There are 3 things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Last thing I want you to do, when I count to 3, I need everyone to say peace, throw up the deuces. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace. See y'all soon.
Hold it now, the melon is sweet, the water is life. So every time we meet, I'ma give you a slice, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. I got the juice and plant the seeds. I reap the fruit and give you what you need, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. It's the watermelon man, reppin' red, black, and green. The county of PG sends you greetings from